The skies over Earth darken as a massive shadow looms above the planet. Ships, unlike anything humans had ever seen before, emerge from the void of space, their sleek and imposing shapes blocking out the sun as they descend toward Earth's orbit. All across the world, people pause and stare at the sky, their lives suddenly suspended in disbelief. What could this be, they wonder. Some believe it is a new space station, others think it might be a meteor shower. But then the message comes. The broadcast is clear and chilling, every known language spoken in a voice that reverberates through televisions, radios, and smartphones. The voice tells humanity to prepare for the arrival of the Exaroth, the first contact between the two civilizations, a species that has conquered countless worlds and now claims Earth as their own. They offer an ultimatum: submission or destruction. Those who surrender will be spared the wrath of their fleet, but those who resist will face annihilation. There is no negotiation, no plea for peace, only the cold certainty of their power. As the broadcast ends, panic begins to spread across the globe. Governments rush to respond, military forces mobilize in secret, but the message is clear: humanity is not prepared for such a force. No one expected this. No one believed that Earth would ever face such a threat. And yet here it is, an alien invasion more terrifying than any science fiction story, a reality far beyond anything Earth had ever encountered. The news stations try to calm the public, but the fear is palpable. The stock markets plunge, chaos begins to bubble under the surface. People take to the streets. Some gather in churches, others seek shelter in their homes. Rumors swirl about the alien technology, their weapons, and their capabilities. Governments scramble to form a unified response. But it is clear that humanity is out of its depth. They have no idea who these aliens are or what they are truly capable of. In the midst of the panic, leaders from around the world convene emergency meetings. A sense of unease spreads across their ranks. They look at each other with a mixture of fear and determination. For the first time in a long while, the world's superpowers realize how vulnerable they are, not just to the Exaroth, but to the fact that they have never faced a threat like this. They send out scouts to observe the alien fleet, to gather information. But it is like trying to study an unknown species from a distance, without any understanding of its biology, its psychology, or its strength. At the same time, on the streets of major cities, people try to process the impossible reality. They now face the idea of extraterrestrial life is no longer the realm of fantasy. It is a tangible truth, one that shakes the very foundation of human belief. Some look to the skies with awe, others with dread, and still others with anger. Humanity has always been the apex species on Earth, but now they are confronted with the realization that the universe is far bigger and far more dangerous than they ever imagined. Some governments attempt to issue statements of reassurance, but these words are quickly drowned out by the sound of sirens, the rush of military convoys, and the knowledge that nothing can prepare them for what is to come. The Exaroth fleet continues to hover above Earth, its presence undeniable, and its message clear: the aliens have arrived, and the world must choose to submit or fight. But humanity is not ready to make that choice yet. Fear still grips them, but in the depths of their uncertainty, a spark of defiance begins to grow. As the days pass, the initial panic begins to settle into a heavy silence across Earth. The world watches as the Exaroth fleet remains in orbit, its presence a constant reminder of humanity's vulnerability. Leaders across the globe meet in secret to discuss the alien threat. Some want to surrender, others argue for an immediate strike. But there is a divide, a growing unease that runs deeper than fear. The question that weighs on every mind is whether humanity has anything that could stand against such overwhelming power. In the war rooms of the world's greatest military powers, something is stirring, something unseen by the public or the aliens. Humanity's military might is not what it seems. While the world's governments have made no public declarations about their plans, there is a quiet mobilization behind closed doors, hidden beneath layers of bureaucracy and secrecy. Humanity has prepared for this moment longer than anyone realizes. For decades, scientific and military leaders have been working on the edges of space exploration and defense technology, in the shadows of classified projects and black-budget programs. Weapons and technology have been developed in secret, some with the help of alien artifacts recovered from previous, long-forgotten encounters with extraterrestrial forces. Earth had seen brief flashes of alien technology before, but none so powerful or so threatening as the Exaruth. The truth is, humanity had been preparing for a moment like this without anyone knowing it. The reverse engineering of the few alien artifacts recovered from past encounters has led to the creation of advanced energy weapons, cloaking technologies, and AI systems that are beyond the comprehension of the average person. Even the Exaruth, who have spent millennia conquering worlds, have no idea that humanity's most advanced technology is no longer just theoretical but fully operational and ready for war. In deep underground bunkers, top military officials from all nations come together and reveal to each other their hidden assets, weapons, and tech developed under the highest level of secrecy, from electromagnetic pulse cannons that could disable the Exaruth ship's energy shields to quantum computer systems designed to hack and control their communications. All have been designed not just for defense, but for the kind of offense humanity will need to survive this invasion. Among the most crucial developments is a top-secret fleet of ships specially designed to withstand the most advanced alien weaponry. These ships are not just armed with conventional weapons, but with new energy-based armaments capable of piercing even the strongest shields that Exaruth possess. In addition, new AI systems capable of analyzing enemy tactics and developing counter-strategies faster than any human mind could work are integrated into all levels of command. This is not just a military force, it is a new kind of war machine, one that operates with perfect coordination and lethal efficiency. The first step in humanity's counteroffensive begins when Earth's military forces take their first coordinated action against the alien fleet. A strike force of newly designed fighter jets, equipped with advanced stealth technology, is sent to make a surprise attack on the Exaruth's scouting ships. Humans, long accustomed to working together in vast networks of communication and technology, begin to put their new systems to the test. The result is a stunning success. That Exaruth are caught off guard as Earth's forces strike with precision and devastating force. The alien fleet, expecting to crush any resistance with a single sweep, now faces a challenge they did not anticipate. Ships are damaged, alien communications are jammed, and the Exaruth begin to retreat momentarily as they reassess their strategy. For the first time, humanity has dealt a blow to the invaders, and it is more than just a victory on the battlefield. It is a message to the Exaruth and the universe. Earth is not as defenseless as they thought. The quiet preparation, the secret development of technology, the unity of human will, it all has come together in this moment to reveal humanity's hidden strength, a strength that will be tested further in the coming days. The Exaruth, once confident in their invincibility, now find themselves caught off guard by the unexpected resilience of humanity. For days, they had thought the Earth's military would crumble beneath their might. Yet what they face is a coordinated, organized resistance, unlike any they have encountered before. The surprise attack on their scouting ships was just the beginning. Though it had been a small skirmish, the result was undeniable. Earth had a bite, and it had a force capable of stalling their invasion. The alien commanders, infuriated by this unexpected turn, quickly regroup, vowing to eliminate the human threat once and for all. Their massive fleet shifts into a higher gear, deploying even more advanced weapons and tactics designed to break through Earth's defenses. The Exaruth, known for their unyielding efficiency, now launch a full-scale offensive, targeting Earth's key military hubs, cities, and strategic locations across the globe. They bring the weight of their overwhelming numbers and firepower to bear, confident that this time, humanity's resistance will be crushed beneath the sheer force of their assault. But the humans are ready. The very weapons and technologies that had once seemed like mere experiments in secret labs are now deployed on the global stage. Earth's new fleet of stealth bombers, equipped with energy weapons capable of bypassing the Exaruth's most advanced shields, launch simultaneous strikes from every direction. These attacks strike hard, hitting the heart of the alien fleet with devastating precision. The Exaruth warships begin to fall, their once dominant shields flickering and failing under the onslaught of humanity's newfound firepower. Humanity's counteroffensive is not just about advanced technology. It is about adaptability and sheer will. The humans do not fight the same way the Exaroth do. They don't follow predictable patterns. As the Exaroth attempt to respond, humanity uses a combination of guerrilla tactics and electronic warfare to wreak havoc on the alien communications and fleet coordination. Artificial intelligence-driven drones, capable of thinking and reacting faster than any alien officer could anticipate, swarm the skies, attacking weak points, disabling critical systems, and disappearing into the chaos before the Exaroth can retaliate. The Exaroth are unaccustomed to such fluid and unpredictable warfare. Their military has always relied on overwhelming strength and precision, but they had never expected to fight against a species so willing to adapt, improvise, and learn on the fly. As the battle rages on, the alien commanders begin to realize that their once superior strategy is becoming ineffective. Their ships, once thought to be invincible, are now systematically being disabled by human forces. What was supposed to be a quick and easy victory turns into a slow, grinding conflict that they did not anticipate. With each passing day, the Exaroth fleet suffers more losses, and their leadership begins to panic. In the deep reaches of their command ships, alien officers scramble to adjust tactics, but they are always one step behind the humans. On Earth, the momentum shifts. There is no longer just fear or confusion. Now, there is hope. Every victory, no matter how small, is a testament to the unexpected might of humanity. The global community, once fractured and unsure, begins to unite in the face of the alien threat. Nations collaborate on a level they had never done before, sharing intelligence, technology, and military resources as the war pushes humanity to work together like never before. The citizens of Earth, though still stunned by the invasion, begin to rally around their military forces, sending messages of support and solidarity. The Exaroth, stunned by the human response, begin to regroup, but they are no longer certain of their success. The humans have proven that their military, though not as advanced as the alien invaders, is more than capable of fighting back. With each battle, humanity's strength and resolve become clearer, and the Exaroth are forced to reconsider their plan. What was supposed to be an easy conquest is now a prolonged, costly war. For the first time in the invasion, the Exaroth are not in control. Humanity has shown them that they are a force to be reckoned with, and the outcome of this war is far from certain. As the Exaroth regroup, their confidence begins to waver. The unexpected strength of humanity's resistance becomes undeniable. The alien fleet, still formidable, is now being chipped away piece by piece. Ships that were once impervious to conventional weapons are now riddled with damage, their once impenetrable shields faltering against the precision strikes of Earth's advanced weaponry. What had been a momentary hesitation on the part of the Exaroth is now a full-scale reassessment of their strategy. The human military, operating in perfect synchrony, continues to press the advantage. The world's most powerful nations are sharing intelligence and technology in unprecedented cooperation. Satellites and drones, now equipped with the latest technology designed by Earth's top engineers, disrupt the Exaroth's communications and navigation systems. Earth's AI, an amalgamation of the best minds from across the globe, has analyzed and countered every move the Exaroth have made. In the midst of the chaos, there is an eerie calm. Humanity is not just surviving, it is adapting, and adapting quickly. Behind closed doors, however, the military leaders understand the true depth of their advantage. The recent battles have shown that humanity's greatest strength lies not in sheer numbers, nor in the firepower alone, but in their ability to adapt, improvise, and evolve faster than the Exaroth could have anticipated. The strategy that had been quietly implemented over the past decades is now in full force. What the Exaroth did not know, what no one outside of the highest military circles knew, was that humanity had been preparing for this moment for years, if not longer. While the public had focused on the space programs and the latest technological breakthroughs, humanity's leaders had been quietly developing weapons, tactics, and systems designed specifically for the day when an alien species would make their move. The reverse engineering of alien technology was one of the most closely guarded secrets on Earth. Over the years, fragments of technology recovered from crashed alien ships, smaller incidents that had been dismissed as unexplained, had been meticulously studied, reassembled, and improved upon. Technologies that the Exaroth thought were impossible for humanity to ever replicate were now in use by Earth's forces. One of the most crucial advancements was a new kind of energy weapon developed from the technology of a long-lost alien ship. The weapon, capable of firing concentrated bursts of energy powerful enough to puncture the energy shields of the Exaroth's warships, was the product of decades of scientific collaboration, experimentation, and meticulous development. It was a weapon unlike any the Exaroth had encountered before, precise, efficient, and devastating. As Earth's military forces press forward, a series of devastating hits on the Exaroth fleet forces them to make an emergency retreat. In the chaos of their withdrawal, the alien invaders lose more ships than they ever anticipated. While they had believed themselves to be invincible, the Exaroth are now learning that their technology, while advanced, is not without its weaknesses. Earth's weapons are proving to be effective not because of superior firepower, but because they have been carefully tailored to counter every advantage that Exaroth had once thought they held. Meanwhile, in the heart of Earth's military command centers, there is a growing sense of purpose and unity. What was once fear is now transforming into a sense of determination. Humanity is not just fighting to survive, it is fighting to win. The Exaroth may have come with the intention of conquering Earth, but they have underestimated the resilience of the species they thought would fall in a matter of days. As the battle continues to intensify, humanity's military leaders know that the war is far from over. But they also understand something that Exaroth do not. The true power of humanity lies not in its weapons or technology alone, but in its ability to come together in the face of overwhelming odds. Every victory, no matter how small, is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a spirit that will continue to drive humanity forward, no matter what challenges lie ahead. The Exaroth, once sure of their triumph, are now forced to reckon with the most unexpected enemy they could have imagined, a species that refuses to be beaten. The Exaroth commanders, faced with mounting losses and an increasingly unpredictable enemy, begin to realize that their conquest of Earth will not be the effortless victory they had assumed. What they had initially perceived as a primitive species, easily subjugated by sheer force, has proven to be far more formidable. Humanity's ability to adapt and outthink them is beginning to erode the confidence of the once mighty invaders. Every calculated move the Exaroth make is met with a counter-strategy from Earth's military, a strategy they are unable to anticipate or comprehend. The Exaroth are used to wars that follow predictable patterns, where overwhelming power and brute force win the day. But they are learning, to their horror, that the human mind is far more difficult to outmaneuver. As the conflict drags on, the war turns into a high-stakes game of chess. The Exaroth attempt to outflank Earth's forces, relying on their superior numbers and advanced technology to press the advantage. But humanity's forces are not confined to conventional battle tactics. Earth's leaders, aware of their disadvantage in raw firepower, have embraced a new approach: psychological warfare, deception, and the art of surprise. As the Exaroth try to predict Earth's movements, they find themselves consistently blindsided by unexpected tactics that disrupt their control of the battlefield. One of the most startling developments is humanity's use of misdirection. Utilizing their advanced AI systems, Earth's military begins to send false signals, creating phantom fleets that appear to be attacking certain Exaroth strongholds, only to vanish before the aliens can respond. Meanwhile, small, elite human units carry out surgical strikes on vital Exaroth infrastructure, weapon factories, supply depots, and communication hubs. The Exaroth, stretched thin across Earth's vast landscape, are forced to spread their forces too thin, unable to focus on any single threat. The result is chaos within the alien ranks, and for the first time, the Exeroth are no longer able to predict the humans' next move. On the battlefield, Earth's forces continue to push the advantage. Ground troops, equipped with advanced personal armor and energy weapons, use guerrilla tactics to strike deep into enemy territory, ambushing Xeroth patrols and leaving them disoriented. Meanwhile, on the front lines, Earth's space fleet continues to press the assault, launching coordinated strikes that force the Exeroth to retreat. The aliens, once so confident in their technology and strategies, are now faced with a force they cannot simply crush with a show of strength. They are fighting a battle of wits, and humanity has proven to be an unpredictable adversary. In the command centers of the Exeroth fleet, panic begins to set in. The war, which they had expected to end in a matter of weeks, has now dragged on for months. The humans have made it clear that they will not back down. Every attack is met with a counterattack. Every plan is undone by human ingenuity. What once appeared to be an easy victory has become a brutal struggle for survival. And worse yet for the Xeroth, their once unified leadership begins to fracture. Debate rages within their ranks as different factions push for different strategies, none of which seem to offer a definitive way forward. Meanwhile, on Earth, humanity's leaders are not just playing defense, they are taking the fight to the Xeroth. In a bold move, they launch a series of covert missions into the heart of the Exeroth fleet, infiltrating enemy ships and planting sabotage devices designed to cripple their weapons systems from within. The Exeroth, who had believed their advanced technology was invulnerable, are now realizing the terrifying truth. The humans have found a way to exploit every weakness, no matter how well hidden. Earth's forces are everywhere, in ways the Exeroth never expected, and every day brings new surprises that shake the alien invaders to their core. Humanity's resilience is no longer just a defensive posture, it is an offense in its own right. The Exeroth are learning that defeating humanity is no longer a matter of overpowering them with sheer force. They are up against something far more dangerous, a species that is capable of adapting, thinking, and fighting in ways that the Exeroth had never seen before. The game has changed, and for the first time since the invasion began, the Exeroth are beginning to understand that they might not be the ones in control anymore. The battle of wits is now in full swing, and humanity has proven that it is more than ready to play. The Xeroth, once confident in their domination, now face the crushing reality that humanity is not only surviving their invasion, but thriving in ways they could never have anticipated. Each day brings new losses, new setbacks, and an increasing realization that Earth is not the easy conquest they believed it to be. What had started as a one-sided conflict has now evolved into a brutal war of attrition, where every move the Exeroth make is countered by a human strategy they cannot foresee. The Exeroth are no longer merely fighting against Earth, they are fighting against a force that is learning faster than they can adapt. In the heart of the Exeroth fleet, a new sense of urgency begins to take hold. The leaders of the alien invaders, once united in their plan to subdue Earth, are now divided. Some call for the total destruction of the planet, an all-out assault that will wipe humanity off the face of existence. Others argue for a more strategic approach, one that would seek to exploit the humans' weaknesses and break their resolve. But no matter which faction gains ground, one thing is clear. The Exeroth are losing their grip on the situation, and time is running out for them to secure victory. On Earth, meanwhile, the resolve of the human race is stronger than ever. What had once been a scramble for survival has transformed into a well-coordinated, unified resistance. Military leaders from every nation are now working hand in hand, sharing intelligence, resources, and strategies. Humanity, for the first time in history, has come together in a way that transcends borders, languages, and cultures. The war has become a global effort, one where the will to survive unites all of humankind. As Earth's forces continue to push back against the alien invaders, a daring plan begins to take shape. a plan that, if successful, could change the course of the entire war. Led by a coalition of Earth's most brilliant military minds and top scientists, a covert operation is put into motion. The goal is nothing less than a direct assault on the heart of the Exarath fleet, their command ship, the hub from which all their operations are run. If humanity can strike a decisive blow to the command center, it could cripple the Exarath's entire invasion force and bring them to their knees. The operation is risky, far more dangerous than anything humanity has attempted before. The command ship, heavily protected by the full might of the Exarath fleet, is nearly impenetrable. But the human coalition believes they have found a weakness, a vulnerability in the alien ship's energy systems, one that they had uncovered through years of careful analysis and sabotage. If they can exploit this weakness, they will create an opening to strike directly at the heart of the Exarath's war machine. The plan is set into motion. A fleet of specially equipped stealth ships, designed to evade detection by the Exarath, is assembled. These ships carry a small but elite team of soldiers, scientists, and engineers, humanity's best and brightest, tasked with infiltrating the command ship and disabling its defenses from within. The mission is dangerous beyond measure, and the stakes could not be higher. Failure means certain death for the team, and a devastating blow to Earth's chances of survival. Success, however, could change everything. As the strike team makes its way toward the Exarath command ship, Earth's forces launch a series of diversionary attacks on the outskirts of the alien fleet, drawing attention away from the main objective. The Exarath, caught off guard by the coordinated assault, scramble to respond. But it is already too late. The stealth ships slip through their defenses unnoticed, reaching the heart of the alien fleet. Inside the command ship, the strike team faces fierce resistance as they make their way through the labyrinthine corridors. Every corner is a potential danger, every shadow a threat. But the team presses on, driven by the knowledge that the fate of the planet rests on their success. As they reach the control center, the moment of truth arrives. The team's engineers work quickly, bypassing security systems and hacking into the command ship's mainframe. With a final, decisive move, they activate the sabotage device, a weapon designed to overload the ship's energy core, causing a catastrophic explosion that will disable the entire fleet. The command ship erupts in a shockwave of energy, its massive form shaking as it begins to crumble under the force of the explosion. The Exarath, stunned by the sudden loss of their central command, panic as their coordinated fleet starts to unravel. The human strike team, having completed their mission, narrowly escapes the crumbling ship, making their way back to Earth's forces in time to witness the fallout of their success. The Exarath are in disarray. Their once unified fleet is now fragmented, and their chain of command has been severed. The balance of power has shifted, and for the first time since the invasion began, humanity can see the possibility of victory on the horizon. The war is far from over, but this turning point has given Earth a fighting chance to reclaim its future. The destruction of the Exarath command ship sends shockwaves through the alien fleet. For the first time since the invasion began, the invaders are not in control. Their once precise operations become disjointed as their communication systems falter, their leaders in chaos, scrambling to regain authority. The severing of the central command is a devastating blow, one that the Exarath had never anticipated. With their command ship in ruins, the aliens are thrown into disarray, unable to coordinate their forces as they had once done so effortlessly. On Earth, the news of the operation's success spreads like wildfire. The world watches in awe as reports confirm that the heart of the Exarath fleet has been destroyed. The human strike team, having completed their dangerous mission, is hailed as heroes. But while victory seems within reach, there is still much to be done. The war is not over, and the Exarath are not the kind of enemy to simply surrender in the face of defeat. They may be disoriented, but they are far from beaten. Humanity, emboldened by their success, pushes forward with renewed vigor. Earth's military forces, now more unified than ever, launch a series of retaliatory strikes against the scattered remnants of the Exaroth fleet. The momentum is unmistakable. The Exaroth, reeling from the loss of their command, are now struggling to respond effectively. Their once unstoppable assault falters as human forces capitalize on every weakness, exploiting the fractures in the alien ranks. Yet the Exaroth are not without resources. Though their leadership is fractured, they still possess enormous military might, and they are desperate to regain control. In a final bid to salvage their conquest, they begin to regroup and reorganize, focusing their efforts on a desperate counteroffensive aimed at re-establishing their dominance. The alien invaders' new strategy is one of sheer force. They throw everything they have left at Earth, hoping that overwhelming power will turn the tide in their favor. For humanity, this moment marks the beginning of a new phase in the war, a final showdown, where the stakes have never been higher. Earth's leaders, having tasted the sweet taste of victory, but understanding the danger still looming, prepare for a massive confrontation. The battle will not be easy. The Exaroth are formidable adversaries, and the cost of failure is unimaginable. The final battle takes place in the vast expanse of Earth's orbit, a battlefield unlike any the humans have faced before. The remnants of the Exaroth fleet, now numbering in the hundreds, position themselves in a last-ditch effort to take back the advantage. Earth's forces, bolstered by the success of their previous strikes, converge on the battlefield with a renewed sense of purpose. They are no longer fighting for survival. They are fighting for their future. The battle is fierce. The sky above Earth is filled with explosions as ships from both sides engage in a desperate struggle. Energy weapons light up the darkness, and the vacuum of space becomes a battleground for humanity's very survival. But despite the overwhelming force of the Exaroth, the humans are resolute. Every move they make is calculated. Every strike is measured, and every counteroffensive is designed to break the Exaroth's resolve. In the heat of the battle, Earth's forces deploy their most advanced weapon yet, a massive energy cannon, built in secret, designed to deliver a devastating blow to the remaining alien fleet. The weapon, powered by technology reverse-engineered from the Exaroth's own ships, delivers a pulse of energy that rips through the alien ranks. Several of their largest ships are torn apart in the blink of an eye, and the remainder of the fleet is thrown into further disarray. The Exaroth, stunned by the sudden onslaught, begin to retreat, their morale shattered. The humans, having delivered a decisive blow, press forward, forcing the alien invaders to retreat from Earth's orbit. The remaining Exaroth ships begin to fall back, their once mighty fleet now in tatters, and for the first time since the war began, the invaders are running. Earth, battered but unbowed, has won a critical victory. The Exaroth have been repelled from the planet's orbit, their forces scattered and broken. Humanity has fought back against an enemy that was once seen as unstoppable and has emerged victorious. But the war is not yet over. The remaining Exaroth forces, though weakened, are not completely defeated. The fight for Earth's survival is far from finished, but the tide is turned. The invaders have learned a harsh lesson. Humanity will never be so easily conquered, and for the first time, Earth's people dare to hope that victory is within their grasp. The Exaroth fleet, now in retreat, scatters across the stars. The once mighty invaders, who had come to Earth with the confidence of an unstoppable force, are forced to abandon their conquest. Humanity, battered but unbroken, has not only survived but achieved the unthinkable. They have repelled an alien invasion, a victory no one had believed possible. The war has been long, brutal, and costly, but in the end, it is Earth's resilience, unity, and ingenuity that have won the day. As the last remnants of the Exaroth fleet vanish into the void, the Earth's military begins to take stock of the damage. Cities have been destroyed, millions of lives lost, and much of the world's infrastructure lies in ruin. But despite the staggering costs, humanity has proven that it can endure. The victory is hard-won, but it is a victory nonetheless. In the aftermath of the battle, Earth's leaders convene in an emergency summit. The world's governments, which had been fractured and divided before the war, are now united as never before. The Exirath invasion has forged a new global alliance, one built on the understanding that survival depends not on individual nations, but on the strength of humanity as a whole. Countries once at odds now share resources, technologies, and knowledge, determined to rebuild together and ensure that Earth will never again be caught off guard. But despite the relief of victory, the scars of war remain. The Exirath may have been defeated in Earth's orbit, but their presence is still felt. Their fleet, though broken, is not entirely gone, and Earth's forces are on high alert. The question now is not whether humanity can survive, but whether they can secure a future free from the threat of future invasions. To ensure that Earth is never again caught off guard, humanity begins a massive effort to rebuild its defenses, both in space and on the planet itself. The technology reverse-engineered from the Exirath fleet is rapidly adapted and expanded. New weapons, new strategies, and new ways of thinking are put into place. Earth's space programs are accelerated, and the military strengthens its position on the frontiers of space. The lessons learned from the war are not forgotten. They are integrated into every aspect of human civilization, a constant reminder of the price paid for survival. At the same time, humanity's scientific community works tirelessly to understand the true nature of the Exirath and their place in the galaxy. The knowledge gained from the wreckage of their ships opens up new avenues for exploration and understanding. The invasion has not only brought humanity together in defense, but also in curiosity. What lies beyond Earth? Who else might be out there? And what threats, if any, remain in the dark corners of the universe? In the years that follow, Earth emerges stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. Humanity's military, once thought to be a ragtag collection of individual nations, is now a unified force. Its new strength is not just in its weapons, but in its unity, its ability to adapt, and its refusal to accept defeat. Earth's leaders are no longer merely defending their home. They are preparing to take their place on the galactic stage. But for all the hope that the future now promises, there is a lingering question that remains unanswered. Why did the Exirath invade in the first place? What was their true purpose in targeting Earth? As humanity looks to the stars, they cannot help but wonder if the Exirath were simply the first of many, or if their victory over this alien force marks the beginning of a new era, a time when Earth will rise as a true power in the galaxy. In the wake of the war, Earth's people are left with a sense of pride, tempered by the knowledge that the universe is vast and the future uncertain. Yet, as they rebuild, there is one undeniable truth. Humanity has proven that it will never be the prey of invaders again. The world stands united, looking to the future, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The Exirath have learned their lesson. Humanity is not a species to be underestimated. And with that lesson, a new era begins, a future where Earth is not just a survivor, but a thriving power, ready to shape its own destiny among the stars.